Apple TVS has officially launched the third season of its sci-fi drama Invasion, and right from the start it becomes clear that the quiet years of peace on Earth were nothing but an illusion. For 2 years, people around the world believed that humanity had finally defeated the alien invaders once and for all. The fall of the mothership became a symbol of victory, a reason for people to gather, celebrate, and even declare an international holiday. Everyone thought the nightmare was over, that life could return to normal, and that the future would be free from the terror of the aliens. But the very first episode of Season 3 flips this illusion on its head and shows us that the war is far from finished. The premiere doesn't waste any time reminding us that the aliens never really left and that humanity is still standing on the edge of disaster. The episode picks up after the dramatic events of Season 2, where Trevante and Caspar risked everything to destroy the alien mothership. The massive alien structure hovering above Earth had been identified not just as a ship, but as a living machine powered through portals connected across the globe. Mitsuki discovered that if someone could reach the center of the mothership and attack its core with the shard weapon, there was a chance to collapse the entire alien network. Trevante volunteered for the mission and entered the alien structure, guided by Caspar's psychic connection with the aliens. Caspar was humanity's strongest link to the alien hive mind, and through him, Trevante was able to navigate the strange and hostile ship. But when the second season ended, both their fates were left uncertain. We saw the mothership crashing to Earth. We saw the portals collapsing, but we never got closure on what exactly happened to Trevante or Caspar. Season 3 clears up part of that mystery. Yes, the mothership was destroyed, and its fall created a massive toxic wasteland now known as the Dead Zone. The surrounding area became poisonous with radiation and fumes, making it impossible for people to live there. Many of the alien hunter-killer creatures retreated into this area, leaving humans with the belief that the threat had been wiped out. The portals that connected Earth to the mothership were systematically destroyed by the military, and for the first time since the invasion began, humanity felt safe. In the aftermath, the world united under a new organization called the World Defense Coalition, or WDC, which acted as a global government to prepare against any future alien threats. People called the destruction of the mothership a day of independence, and both Trevante and Caspar were celebrated as martyrs who gave their lives to save the human race. 2 years later, Earth looks peaceful on the surface. The streets are filled with sports events, music, parties, and normal life. Most people have moved on and treat the invasion as a memory from the past rather than a danger in the present. President Joe is now the leader of the WDC, and she promotes the idea that humanity has entered a new era of safety and global unity. But this false peace doesn't last long. The episode begins with a chilling scene of an American family celebrating the anniversary of the mothership's fall. Everything feels normal until night falls, and then we see the truth. One of the alien hunter-killers is still alive and lurking in the shadows. The creature attacks, killing the family's dog and brutally murdering the father. This opening scene sets the tone for the whole season. It's a reminder that the aliens never really disappeared, and the nightmare is beginning all over again. The biggest shock of the episode comes when Trevante suddenly returns. For 2 years, the world believed he had died on the mothership. His sacrifice was honored, and his story was used as inspiration for global unity. But in the Atlantic Ocean, at one of the old portal sites, soldiers monitoring unusual energy signals suddenly witness something impossible: Trevante's unconscious body emerging from the rift. The portal was supposed to be destroyed, so how could it open again? And how could Trevante, who had vanished inside the mothership, suddenly reappear alive? His return creates more questions than answers, and immediately the WDC becomes divided about what to do with him. Some leaders want to welcome Trevante as a hero, but others, especially defense head Jack Hollander, see him as a potential threat. Hollander remembers what Mitsuki went through in the first season, when the aliens used illusions and mind tricks to impersonate her lost lover Hinata. If the aliens can create such convincing psychological manipulations, then how can they trust that Trevante isn't being used as a weapon against humanity? His sudden reappearance through a supposedly destroyed portal looks suspicious, and Hollander believes it might mean Trevante is compromised. General Bryant is more understanding and wants to give Trevante the benefit of the doubt, but even he is hesitant to believe Trevante's claims. Trevante himself doesn't have all the answers. His memories are fragmented, almost dreamlike. He recalls facing a massive, glowing tower inside the mothership that seemed to be the central power source. He remembers striking it with the shard weapon, but instead of destroying it, he felt as though the aliens themselves threw him backward. His last memory is being cast out, and then suddenly he wakes up on Earth 2 years later. The disturbing implication here is that maybe the mothership's destruction wasn't actually a human victory at all. Maybe the aliens allowed it to happen as part of their plan, and Trevante was sent back for a reason. The suspicion against Trevante grows because he has always been the lone survivor. Back in Afghanistan years ago, he was the only soldier in his squad to survive an alien attack. Then, when he entered the mothership, he returned alive, while Caspar, arguably the most important figure in humanity's resistance, was lost. Now, he mysteriously reappears again. To Hollander and others, it feels too convenient. To the audience, it raises an unsettling question: is Trevante a hero, or is he unknowingly a Trojan horse for the aliens? Meanwhile, across the world in London, we reconnect with Jamila Huston. 2 years have passed, and she is trying to live a normal life as a teenager. She has new friends, a supportive boyfriend named Jahan, and on the surface she seems to be moving on. But deep down, she is still haunted by Caspar's death. Caspar wasn't just her best friend, he was also someone she loved. When news of Trevante's return reaches her, Jamila feels compelled to seek answers. A memorial painting of Caspar reignites her grief, and she realizes that Trevante might be the only person who knows what really happened to him inside the mothership. Jamila convinces Jahan to travel with her to the United States, where the WDC is planning a massive event to honor Trevante's return. While the world sees Trevante as a resurrected hero, Jamila's mission is personal. She needs closure, and she needs to know the truth about Caspar. During the event, Jamila finds a way to meet Trevante face to face, and she gives him Caspar's old EG report. This moment triggers something inside Trevante: sudden flashes of memory, painful jolts in his body, and even a frightening moment where his eyes glow blue. This is the same sign we saw in previous seasons when humans were under the influence of the alien hive mind. The implication is terrifying. Caspar may not be fully gone. His consciousness might still be connected to the aliens, and through his bond with Caspar, Trevante may now also be tied to them. As the episode progresses, subtle signs confirm the aliens' return. Trevante notices birds flying in strange, coordinated patterns, just like in Season 1 when alien presence was nearby. The hunter-killers are beginning to reappear, and it becomes obvious to us as viewers that a second invasion is already starting. The problem is that the WDC leaders refuse to believe it. They are too invested in the story of humanity's total victory. To admit that the aliens are still alive would destroy their narrative and undermine their authority. So instead of preparing for the truth, they dismiss Trevante's warnings as paranoia. This denial is setting humanity up for disaster. The climax of the episode comes when Trevante decides he can't sit around waiting for the WDC to act. If no one will believe him, he has to take matters into his own hands. Jamila, encouraged by Jahan, decides to join him. She knows that if there's even a chance Caspar is still out there in some form, she can't give up. The two of them break away from the official celebrations and set out to find others who truly understand the alien threat. Trevante hints that they will need to reconnect with Anisha and Mitsuki, whose past experiences with the aliens might provide vital knowledge for what's coming next. The episode ends on an ominous note. We as viewers know the truth. The aliens are back, and this time they might be more dangerous than ever. Trevante's return is a mystery that could mean salvation or destruction. Jamila's emotional journey ensures that the story stays grounded in human feeling, giving us someone to root for while the larger battle plays out. And the world's leaders, blinded by their pride, are walking straight into another disaster. It's a setup that promises an intense, emotional, and suspenseful season. The first episode does an excellent job of pulling us back into the world of invasion. 2-year time jump allows the story to show how humanity has let its guard down, making the return of the aliens even scarier. The mystery surrounding Trevante's survival is both exciting and unsettling, leaving us unsure whether he is still the same man we knew or whether the aliens are using him as part of a bigger plan. Jamila's grief keeps the emotional stakes high, reminding us that this show is not only about battles and governments, but also about personal loss, love, and the desperate need for closure. Looking ahead, the season is set to explore some very big questions. Did humanity actually win anything when the mothership crashed? Or did the aliens let it happen to set the stage for a new kind of invasion? Why was Trevante returned to Earth after 2 years, and what role is he meant to play? Is Caspar really dead? Or does his consciousness still exist somewhere inside the alien hive mind? And most importantly, can humanity fight back again when its leaders are too busy celebrating a fake victory to see the truth right in front of them? If Episode 1 is any indication, Season 3 of Invasion is going to be filled with tension, emotional struggles, shocking twists, and the constant question of whether humanity is prepared for what's coming. The war was never truly over. It was only waiting to begin again.